just a tad bit overextended, a little bit too aggressive, and they lost that body. All of a sudden, those CTs started to feel very comfortable leaving that one player top banana and getting that rotate ready to go for when that A hit came out. So we're gonna have to see whether he's gonna be able to control that aggression and really keep the CTs on their toes over on the B bomb site.
Oh, this is interesting. The Nero esports guys are Canadians. I didn't know that. Seeing a Canadian flag in the server, man.
Love it. I almost said A, but happy to have them. Sure, they're lovely people according to the stereotypes. But
Likely very friendly, yeah.
yeah, um, and why not? Free healthcare, right? Why wouldn't you be happy? I'm excited though. I'm very excited to see how these guys perform. Looking at their ESEA profiles, looking at some of their previous scrims and matches, doesn't look like this game is going to disappoint. What I've seen, at least from the clips of some of these players, I've seen some very solid pistol performances. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out for those pistol rounds, for those eco rounds when these deagles come out, or when those headshots are really crucial, because not just in terms of team comp, but individual performance, I've seen some good things.
Yeah, I don't think either of these teams are 100% on pistol rounds like some teams we know.
Yeah, we
But
got a couple.
4-0, but
We love it. We love it.
it does look like their scrim is done. We got JJG in the server, so this might not be a 10-minute wait to get this going, hopefully.
Thank goodness. That scrim certainly went on for a long time, and looking at some of their past Inferno matches, one was a loss, one out of a 30-round match went 18-12, and then the other was I don't know actually. Their most recent scrim, I'll have to check and see whether or not they won it.
Well, according to Boston, last season was their first season in Maine, and it looked like they were a 500 team, which is respectable, but not very impressive. They're probably looking to turn around this season. They definitely have a good start, coming off of a 2-0, which is really where Cyberstorm is. I mean, you have to count the forfeit win, but in reality, they've played 2 matches. They've won 2 matches.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mr. Girthquake, welcome to have you here rooting for Cyberstorm in the chat. Love to see it. Notably, their last scrim, albeit a very scrappy game that looked very close, it came out as a loss at 16-14, and that was an Inferno game. So I don't know how that's going to be helping their confidence coming into this game against some very capable players on the Cyberstorm side.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. I think we're definitely looking for Nicholas P to pick it up a little bit after the last map. I don't know if that was just a positioning thing, but he did underperform a little bit for what I'm used to. I'm much more used to seeing him definitely being a top fragger in the server and making crazy plays. Inferno is his map. He has 2 very impressive aces up towards brackets that were basically the same from not just last season, but he had one at Fragadelphia that really just show where his strengths are. And I think this is definitely more of his map, so I expect him to show out a little more. As much as I want the professor to show out, I expect him to show out a little bit less. Just due to positioning. It's not a fragger thing. It's not a performance thing. I think positioning definitely plays a role on how well these players perform.
Yeah, I agree. I think part of Nico P's maybe somewhat lackluster performance in the last match came from just that, the professor and even EXO really fragging out, really taking a lot of those kills away from him. He might have had a couple early deaths here and there, nothing that stood out and let me know, hey, this guy isn't performing. But you're right, when talking about Inferno, this is going to be a map I'm sure he's much more comfortable on. And in terms of that individual skill, understanding the angles he needs to watch and knowing a couple tips and tricks along the way, I'm sure he's going to perform.
Yeah, I think we're going to see him. I think we're going to see him up on porch a lot, up in those balcony boosts, and that's usually a really, really strong position for him. He can catch a lot of players off guard. He's very good at finding players through smoke, and he'll definitely look to frag a little bit more than the last match. We have 9 in the server now, so this should be getting kicked off relatively soon.
We're looking for that knife round coming out.
We gotta Got to get number 10 going. Hate to see this go to straight up 9-15, but as is the case with most ESEA matches.
The curse of ESEA.
Yeah, it's horrible. Reminds me I need to go ahead and turn my settings off so I'm invisible. So I stop getting notifications, and then yeah, we'll be ready to kick this off as soon as it gets going. The stream looks good. I'm not losing any frames. It looks like everything's coming good from the server, so it should be a good match to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like you said, hopefully we get a chance to see some of these spotlight players that we expect to really be fragging out on Cyberstorm get that opportunity. I'm very hyped. Their last Inferno performance was very solid, and I think this one again is like we said before. Compared to that, it's just going to be much more competitive. So I love to see a prominent talent tested. I love to see someone who knows they're good, knows they have good players on their team, put to the test and push, and whether or not they can maintain that. And with both players' perfect record right now for the season on the line, I'm sure nobody's going to come out short this game.
Yeah, I don't think we've really seen Cyberstorm tested yet. Not at least at their level. I think this might be the first match where it's a real possibility. Boston correctly pointed out that RIT did beat Cyberstorm in the Open playoffs a few seasons ago, and yeah, I think he's right. I think Pisky was lagging out. I don't think JS Feltner had a good connection either, as was the case with the majority of the season. But yeah, Nero was able to take down Cyberstorm, or take down RIT, who had taken down Cyberstorm. But that's an old iteration of the team. I think this is currently a better team, even though it's a little bit newer.
Well, we're going to get to see that new iteration of the team try their luck in this knife round right now, which is live. And Tundra getting 3 kills, the Professor finding 1, and it looks like Cyberstorm is going to decisively win that knife round.
Yeah, it does look like it's probably going to be a good CT start for Cyberstorm as this pistol starts to come in. We'll wait for the match restart, and match is live, so we are going to take it to the game and see how it's going. Make sure I got everything set up right, and auto director, don't fail me. A little more standard approach, the 3-2, only taking 2B. And the players are out mid, and that's going to be a lot of information picked up from the Professor. They should start rotating 1 from B.
Yeah, it looks like Exo's coming speedway at a rapid pace.
Doing a very good job of staying alive as this T's try and make their way into the site. Nico P's going to get taken down in apps. Oh, and Exo with a nice one into mini pit.
And that's 3 picked up on the Cyberstorm side. The bomb sounds like it almost went down, but the bomb time was stopped, and there it goes again.
These are 2 very low HP players, both on site. See what they can do. Die at full HP. He's all that's left.
Still very winnable with 16 HP and 5 on both of the players. Finds 1 huge kill, and he needs to hit the other for something here with 1 HP on his body.
Oh, and that's a freebie.
Over.
It's a good round from Die to close it up. The Professor with 2 good entries. Exo picking up that 5th kill, but Die in the 1v2 makes it happen. That's going to be
a little bit of BM on the pistol.
It's not so bad. It's not a big deal when it's USPS. It's bad when you start picking up other guns and continue to spray, but thankfully you don't have a lot of end round time in ESEA to really get that BM cooking. But it's a force up from the T's. I love this force.
Now, I like this force, and I also like seeing that AK on Nero. What I had talked about earlier was their abilities with pistols coming out of this Nero esports side, and we saw Nero, JJG, we saw him pick up 4 frags with that Glock on T's side. So I'm very confident in his fragging abilities already, and I would not,
be careful. The Deagle's a little bit different than a Glock.
Fair, but he's picked up an AK, and I reckon he's going to be able to find a couple of headshots with that.
Yeah, but X is in a good position for this B take, and Die's going to flash him in. Oh, playing anti-flash. He's going to get taken down decisively. This might be another bonus loss for Cyberstorm.
You never know. There's still an M4 on Nico P. Tundra is still alive with an MP9, and Die has slowed them down with this molly. It's a decision of whether or not they're going to find a frag to be able to work with this round, or if they're going to have to call a save for those rifles.
Die almost found through the smoke. Not able to get anything done with the MP9 just yet. They might think better of going for this. Especially once Tundra's taken out. But with Nicholas P, anything's possible.
Oh, unfortunately, JJG, like I said, was going to show out with that AK, and he finds both players, Construction and Coffin. It's unfortunate.
It's becoming more and more common. I think this is kind of we've talked about it before, but I definitely think this is the meta now, is to force up after you've lost pistol on the T side, just because of the improved Galil. You can usually toss over a couple AKs. It used to be a thing that you were buying 2 SGs. Obviously, that's changed since some recent gun updates. But it's so strong, because you're usually going up against MP9s, maybe an M4. It's almost to the point where I think maybe you half buy on CT after you win the initial pistol.
Yeah, I think that's a fair shake in terms of how you approach that second round. But with these deagles coming in on the Cyberstorm side, I'd be cautious if I was in Nero Esports.
Yeah, they're still slowly moving up. Nico P in a very strong position, almost able to take out Corroded there, just a little off on that aim. They are not going to expect the Professor to peek here. Oh, what a good bait and switch.
And that's one for the deagles of Cyberstorm. Dress Buck, if you want to bet all your skins, you can just send them to me. I'll make sure you get a return on those. Oh, and the bomb sounds like it's going down.
Yeah, it's going down over at the B site on the default. They are boosting one player up. The Professor going to get caught out.
With deagles and either half armor or regular armor, I think these guys are going to try to go for it on a 4v4.
I don't think they have much choice. Tundra with a nice 1 deag towards new box. Oh, that's the trade they needed. Tundra all alone now.
Trying to bait out that one player from Banana.
Oh, what a shot from JJG. He's on right now. That was very crispy.
JJG's leading the server in frags 8-1. I said from the beginning, he was the one on Nero I'd watch out for, and he is proving me right. Voltage, welcome to the stream, by the way. I didn't get a chance to say what's good. But
yeah,
I love it,
I've seen Voltage around. I think I've seen him in Thunder streams. Welcome, man. Glad to have you.
Oh,
it's going to be the full USPS save. I am going to literally just watch Nico with this Zeus. Look at Tundra.
He's on a boost mid on arch side on top of die.
That's okay. I see a Zeus. Okay, that's where my attention is. You know how much I like the Zeus.
Hey,
I think it's very capable.
Two players middle, one alt mid. This Zeus could come in handy.
I think it's definitely a possibility. This isn't usually where I play the Zeus from. I often play it from the lower stairs. But Nico definitely knows what he's doing. Oh, he's going to get inquisitive here, and I don't think... Oh, the timing. Beef turning around with perfect timing.
Oh, Tundra got a knife kill.
Of course he did.
I'm dead.
I stare at a Zeus and I miss a knife. That is the story of my life.
We can go back in the VOD, figure it out, but that's funny.
That's
funny.
That's $1,000. I mean, they definitely have the possibility of picking up an op. Tundra's probably who you want it on right now.
For sure, 4K before the round ends with that loss bonus. He's gonna be sitting pretty by the end of this.
And EXO has the potential to recover a gun here. If he moves around right, he should be able to find one. I think towards alt mid.
Yeah, I think so. He
and
doesn't have any armor to save,
I don't see much reason for him to sit down in T spawn, except even for an exit kill. I don't see it's worth it. I'd probably try and follow up on picking up a rifle, but
maybe he has the idea that with this exit comes a rifle. But I'm sure they're gonna move as a group. I doubt he's gonna be able to catch one alone T ramp.
Yeah, here comes the late peek from him. Oh,
Oh, it was close, you know.
Yeah, just a little unfortunate aim there. But yep, sure enough, the op's coming out on Tundra. Wouldn't be surprised. He's got the mid spawn, so I bet he peeks it. And with no op on Nero Esports, he has a very good chance of getting an early pick here.
Good spawn as well.
Yeah, that's what first sold it for me, and it looks like.
Oh, he hit him. No, he didn't. He didn't even hit him.
No, did not hit him, and I think he's making the right call here, just falling back.
I respect the conservative play. Last thing he wants to do is lose that op and his life middle to those two aggroing T's, and again he leaves the T side, you know, kind of looking for a direction. They were maybe hoping for an early frag that would kind of guide
Oh,
them.
good nade out of Exo. Not a ton of damage, but I used my follow grenade bind, and got a nice little camera out of it.
Oh, Nico P on the flower pots finding one.
Told you that boost is going to be big for him. Thank you, soldiers, for following. Big ups for that. Appreciate it, man.
Welcome to the squad, homie.
Yeah, welcome to the trash can.
You were talking about how Nico P was going to be playing up on flower pots on top of porch underneath it, and he is a threat in that lane position, and they don't want to challenge him. Two players mid, very cautious.
He's going to be on that boost a lot. That's bomb down. Tundra going to just molly it off. Mazzy not expecting the professor to be up on balcony.
And this round is slowly devolving in the favor of Cyberstorm in a 5v2 situation. Nobody's lost.
Oh, peeking a little early there. Cyberstorm almost got away with 5 alive there.
And continuing my prediction, the only player on the T side to pick up a frag, JJG, continuing his lead in the frags on the server, 10-3, still holding it down.
That's massive. That's through round 5. He has 10 frags. We're gonna see if Tundra goes for this pick again. I have a good feeling he does, because that's the kind of shit that he likes to do. Never mind. He's just gonna molly it off. Peek mid. Oh, almost gets caught out.
Yeah, Mordum, this is main. It is not open, sadly. You know, open's a bit funner, a little bit more loose, but I love to watch these guys in main, and I'm hoping to see them in advance in the next season.
I think my good friend Michael Mordum is trolling. I believe he should be well aware. The esports director of Cyberstorm should be well aware.
Oh, this is my boss. What's good?
Mike, welcome back to the stream. It does look like this is going to end up in a B take. Maybe. No, this bomb's indecisive. It's coming back up mid. Presser probably going to have a good nade there.
One thing I will say, 5 AKs on the T side, but that utility is looking awful sparse. With 53 seconds only left in the round, they do have enough to go for an execute, and it's stacking up for a B hit here.
Yeah, it's going to be Exo and Die to try and hold this site down. Exo with a flash already out. Die caught out on the boost. Exo able to pick up one. That might be all they needed.
Oh,
but the professor getting caught off. Professor getting caught off on the rotate isn't helping. Oh, Nico with the timing, and that's going to put Tundra in a 1-on-2 with not great HP, and he's just giving away his position.
The Bogdan off, low HP, but a powerful weapon.
Oh, we got Alex Scott in the chat too. What's good, Mr. Scott? And Tundra cut off.
Man, JJG finding frag after frag every round. Another multi-kill round for him with 12-3.
I think every round's been a multi-kill round for him.
Yeah, this is quite a performance.
He's averaging 2 kills per round right now. I bet his ADR is insane.
I can tell
171.
171? With a 4KD, 75% headshot percentage. This guy, that scrim, win or loss, has helped them out massively.
Yeah, I think Cyberstorm's starting to get an idea for the pace of this game. They did well to win their first rifle, not able to convert it twice. I don't think that's the amount of damage that the professor wanted to give on his way out. Tundra caught out through the smoke.
And JJG finding another top mid. And
that's 2 more frags.
They are feeling good in a 5v3. They know that they can extend wherever they so please with a man advantage, and their team looks like they are stacking up towards banana. Oh,
Great shot from Die. That's a little consolation prize. You may have lost your life, but you had a great 1D, my dude. And EXO able to get one, but that's often how that boost plays out. You might get one. Really, at this level, he shouldn't even be getting one. They should be pre-firing the crap out of that boost. But
yeah,
in a 3-on-1, you let your guard down a little bit.
It was a pistol round, to be fair, for the boys, and we saw Nico P, Die, and EXO picking up one frag. Some good economic damage, despite the T side feeling relatively wealthy looking at their money.
Yeah, this buy finally coming in for the T side. No op on the CTs.
Yeah, unlucky.
Tundra, I think, is going to get caught out by JJG. Oh, it almost looks like he's walling, man. He's so precise.
Yeah, that's nuts. And just like that, they did. The T's have lost and control with Die all the way up near T ramp, and he's gonna find one through the smoke. Nico P finding a wall bang.
This is a 3-on-3. This is a doable retake. Don't know if they're gonna expect this player upstairs. And it looks like they didn't. Oh, Maz getting dinked. Just the professor left.
Very winnable.
Yeah, this is a 1-on-3 that he has a chance to win. He's got a chase. Oh, good damage.
No kid on the professor. I don't know if he's gonna do it.
Oh, it was close.
It was a very close shot. And that second player that I referenced earlier when looking at these team stats, Crackshot finding a 3K that round to clutch it out.
And Cyberstorm back on eco. This is not where they want to be right now.
Not at all, especially on the CT side. This is a little disheartening. Their economy seems to be getting shattered repeatedly, and we're seeing it. We're seeing these pistol rounds come up again and again.
Yeah, they really need to figure out this this JJG equation, because he is the only thing that is making this scoreline look the way it does.
Yeah, he's carrying on that ADR 178. He's increased it since the last time we've checked. He is a monster, dude.
Yeah, it's been very, very interesting to watch.
Tundra might have gained a little bit of information at the cost of 78 hit points, and it looks like the professor
it really looks like he's walling. It's so precise. He's right on it every time. That's incredible. I gotta take some notes for how this guy clears mid, because it is perfect.
Yeah, I'll sit on him while you keep the auto director going, and I'll be our vac.
Oh, I'm not saying he's walling. I'm by no means saying he's walling. I'm saying he's playing so good that it looks like he's walling. Do not put words into my mouth.
I'm sorry. I'm joking. But he's definitely very confident mid. It's beyond just an understanding of game sense, and he has very high volume. He heard that guy all the way coming up CT, and he's going to catch Tundra out library. He knows this one's hit. Nico P with a great deagle shot.
Yeah, that's his second 1D of the round, and it's just going to be Die left with this 5-7.
I'd like to see guy. Oh wait, no. Wait. I'd like to see him go for some economic damage here. Maybe try to find Plocky, sorry, in alt mid. It looks like balcony room.
We'll see. He does have armor. It might be best for him to save. Yeah, it looks like what he's going to do. He's just going to set up at the bottom of alt mid. Maybe look for an exit.
Some funny people in chat. JJG.
Oh no, we're not talking about it. No, you're not putting words in my mouth.
Yeah, it's not true. It's not true. I think JJG has been very confident on Inferno, and looking at their team's recent matches, they have been scrimming a lot of Inferno. So I'm sure they understand his ability, and I'm sure they understand how to best coordinate around his skill, because it's showing here with this 7-2 scoreline for the Cyberstorm CT side. They're going to have to short up.
We got that op back out on Tundra. If he gets an early pick, it makes a big difference in the round. And we'll see if he goes for it. Just throwing a nade for now. It is a missed nade.
The one consolation I will say to this scoreline is this is the first time we're seeing Cyberstorm really tested and have to put some respect on their opponents. They can't just be running through them, all aim, no brain. Nothing against them. They are smart players, but they've been very confident just using, puggy strategies. Here we see a real contender, and they're showing it.
Yeah, Plocky just coming up this B site dry. Very questionable play. Should be caught out.
EXO finds him. That's a huge kill on him, and it looks like his teammate in Crackshot is backing off of the B-bomb site.
Tundra able to pick up Maz into the apartments. Die should be in a relatively unexpected position. Never mind. He's going to get full cleared.
JJG is coming up onto the bomb site, looking for a plant spot. It looks like he's going default.
Yeah, just EXO left on the B-bomb site as the rotators come in. It is a 4-on-3, a doable retake, and one that Cyberstorm probably needs to win to keep this half alive. Oh, corroded beef with a nice shot onto the professor. Just really strong timing.
And JJG finding Nico PCT is going to be a huge difference in this round. Tundra does manage to trade him at the cost of EXO's life. Crackshot finding him towards the construction area. And this 1v2 with no time left is looking more and more dire.
Yeah, Tundra getting the leg on corroded beef. Not enough. A little too late. Man, what a game JJG is having. 19-6.
I was going to say, if we want to check the ADR, he still managed to maintain that 170 plus at 173 ADR. That's absurd.
Yeah, this is this match would be a heck of a lot closer if he isn't playing like this. And again, he is just running out mid. He doesn't care. He's not playing Mexico. He has absolutely no concern.
Not even checking all mid. Oh, he hears one in apps. He didn't even check it. Maybe he's confident in a player behind him watching.
He's going to trade nades. Now spotting Tundra. He's down to low HP. Should know they're on Deagles, and it looks like it's just going to be another B execute. Just die and EXO on the B bomb site.
These Deagles still could come big, finding at least 1 or 2 frags before this execute comes out. And I'm sure the call that's going to be made is we see Tundra creeping over the B bomb site, putting up 3 there. The 2 A players are remaining simply because they do know that Nero is in waiting.
Oh, EXO might be able to get 2 here. Huge counter flash out of him.
Oh, there's a second out of EXO, and that is what we needed. Turns us into a 3v2 situation with Nero on his 13 HP. But he still manages to find Die.
Yeah, this is still a round. It can go either way.
Oh, the professor almost made a vitally critical error, jumping, peeking, but he finds both kills. Oh, he should have seen it. He comes out of banana and he jumps as he's looking at the T spawn or the terrorist watching CT. It was a little dicey, but that's what we needed. And just
that's a big 3K there to bring it back in the eco.
They break the silence.
Yeah, die with 2 there is definitely probably the actual round winner there.
Yeah, for sure. Stopping the push onto site, delaying the T's attack. 100%.
And we got Tundra's off over at B, not able to get 1. This utility is going to do good damage on banana.
I think the Cyberstorm boys are picking up on the util use needed on middle because they're certainly slowing down the T's and their aggression. Albeit there are still 2 pushing up towards lane.
Yeah, they've got brackets control, expecting the retake. As Nicholas P is going to look for a boost here, or he's going to give one up. See what the professor can get. Oh, he's caught out immediately.
It's nutty. They're very aware of that boost spot, and they know that these guys like to play it on their CT side. And it looks like they're going to counter boost, so we're looking through pit. Not look like they're going to find anyone.
No, but they are going to find Nicholas P.
They're going to find him out on site.
Tundra able to pick up 1. He should get caught out here. Sure enough.
With the last 2 players rotating from B.
The utility timing's perfect. And JJG is just insane. It's almost not fair.
He's en route for a 50 kill game at this rate. And I know that sounds absurd, but just looking at the chat and looking at some of the math, they're not wrong.
Yeah, he's at 57% headshot over 21 kills. That is not a joke. That is a very real stat line.
I need to learn a thing or two from his survivability with a 3 KD, dwarfing the next closest player at 1.57. Not only is he winning kills, he is not dying.
Well, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about dying when you kill everybody that's within your reach.
Fair point. Fair point.
And man, he's really popping off, and nobody on the Cyberstorm side has an answer for him right now. And a 9 to, if this gets worse and this gets to be a bigger lead than just 6 rounds, it makes the T side pretty unsurmountable.
Oh yeah, this is a big one. This by putting all the Cyberstorm players relatively low on money, losing this would be detrimental to these future rounds coming up. We'd like to see a 9-6 half or at least a 10-5 with a chance to see a prominent T side out of these guys. But it's certainly a rough spot to be in.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's been a lot of good early damage from Cyberstorm. Oh my god. Corroded Beef just taking out the Professor.
Corroded Beef being a dark horse, the next highest fragger in the server with 14 kills. He is finding these frags, he's just taking the load off of JJG's shoulders, making it just that much easier for him to carry.
And it's gonna be a B hit with only one player here. Die getting a little bit of pick damage. He's gonna get a molly down. Able to get a kill off of it.
Oh, Die finds a molly, yeah, absolutely, molly kill. And one through the smoke for Exo. JJG finds the trade though.
He's perfect, dude. I don't know what else to say. He's playing the most perfect game of Counter-Strike I've ever seen.
Goes to show you that there is quite a bit of competition in main. These guys just can't go out aiming against everybody they fight, or they're going to get rolled like this. With JJG finding 2 more kills, that's 3 for him this round.
He's going for a knife. He's going to get it.
And he got it. That's a 4K with a knife. I don't think I've ever seen anything so dominant against these Cyberstorm players. JJG finding 25 kills with 2 rounds left in the half.
No, this is literally he's on. Somebody said it already. He's on pace for a 50K over 30 rounds, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
It is the perfect game that he is playing. It is insane.
From the pugs that I've watched on their Inferno games, they haven't been close. They've been 16-14s, 14-18. This kind of a performance was not expected from what very little scouting that I did do predating this. So maybe he's just on one. Maybe he's just having a good one. Sometimes you just show up.
This is something else. This is like having Simple in an open server. It's incredibly dominant. It's like he's playing aimbots right now.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's just in a DM.
Oh, that nade's gonna do pretty good damage onto the CTs.
Yeah, finding almost 80 damage, just short of maybe 70. Nico P does find one, the Professor finds another, but they're traded quickly on the A-bomb site, and the CTs realize that the Ts have A control.
It's just it just isn't looking good, man. It's
This round looks winnable with 54, 52, and 58 HP on all 3 of the T players. Each of them could die to 1 deagle shot, or 1 well-placed deagle shot.
That's always the case, sir, but...
Yeah, but this is easier. Okay. Oh.
Die able to get 1. There is no kit on this team, and Corroded Beast still in the server.
Oh.
And a perfect crossfire.
Yeah. Looking for the damage at that point, but it's it's not going to make that much of a difference going into this final round. The T's are more than prepared in terms of economy with plenty of money to go around. And at least the CTs are able to get that op on Tundra. You know, I don't know what change needs to be made for
JJG needs to leave the server. That's
yeah, I
that's
guess
that's the thing that needs to happen for this to change.
he consistently likes to play middle, so I'm wondering if there's, you know, I'm not a tactician. I couldn't figure it out. But God, this guy's performing.
I don't think there's any anti-aggroing this team. I don't think none of the CT aggression has really been effective.
Well, we see corroded beef die quickly, and
I think that's the first time the professors won a 1v1 with him.
Well, we got another 15 rounds to play after this, so if he can pick it up from here,
Maybe. This A-side execute coming in. I mean, really, even if this goes to a 4-11 half, Cyberstorm has to be almost perfect.
Yeah, they gotta
on
get
T
this
side.
pistol. They gotta get the 2 rounds after that, turning it to 7-11, and then that next buy round's gonna be the difference.
At 7-11, it's doable.
Yeah.
But right now, if it doesn't go that way, it's not.
And a 2v4, it's looking like they're at the very least gonna find.
And Tundra able to get a double to end the half. It's a good way to end it. A little bit of a confidence builder. But man,
Voltage makes a good argument that they're playing so well because of their matching profile pictures. It's possible, you know.
Maybe. Look good, play good, man.
Man, I don't think I've ever seen Cyberstorm in a state like this. Nothing against the boys, I love them to death, but you know, they're being put on the back foot and they're being tried and tested, and this is the first time we've seen it in this league season.
Yeah, this has been an intense one. It's been hard to watch, honestly, from a fan of Cyberstorm. But here we go, going into their T-side pistol. We'll see if they can make it happen. This is an absolutely crucial round.
I was gonna say it's this round, and then if they can either win these bonus rounds and the rounds after, it's gonna be the first full buy on this side. So you know that's the second barrier. This is the first.
Yeah, we'll see if JJG is just as competent on the CT side. Fortunately, Cyberstorm are going into a stack.
Oh, JJG finds one.
And a little bit of team damage done.
Worth it.
This is not... I don't know if this is the position you want to be in here. Oh, Crow to Beef going down. Plocky left in pit. Tundra picking up 1. Oh, Nico almost lived through that.
They know where the last player is.
Yeah, and Tundra's in a good position to hold him there. Die needs to play the smart and not peek. And Tundra making it happen.
Die picking up 2 crucial frags there, finding JJG's trade after he picked up 1 player in apartments.
Yeah, that is absolutely crucial. I'm terrified of the fact that JJG has a deagle on him right now.
Sorry.
But I do. Cyberstorm does have the better firepower. They should be able to at least get this one, and then the bonus after might be a little difficult. Well, no, they should be going into the bonus against a full eco. So
yeah,
this is a crucial round, but they have a good chance coming into a 2-man B bomb site, and the professor doing what he's known for, just creeping up into B. If there was any site I'd want to hit, it'd be this one, just because it's Crackshot and Plocky.
That's true. Crackshot has not been performing the way I anticipated. He had a couple really crucial rounds for his team, but all in all, it was not the performance I'd expected looking at his profile and just looking at some of his, previous scrims. Granted, he doesn't need to show up because JJG's showing up for him.
And it does look like they're going to pressure both sites. Tundra going to get cut off by JJG. That is insane aggression.
Yeah, the confidence on that man is absurd. He knows that there's 1 mini pit.
He knows there's 2. JJG expecting more players. Able to take out Tundra. Man, he's perfect.
So, plus Bucky finds one, rotating into the B bomb site, and does hear the bomb going down. And this is turned into...
Exo has a lot to do here.
Yeah. With the bomb down, he's going to have to find these 1v1s. He does have the HP to do it. And with that, oh my goodness.
And of course it's JJG. That's going to put the scoreline to 12-5, and both teams are going to have a real hard time buying up, so this might be a weird one.
JJG finding 3 frags that round. EXO, if he had found the third, would have been the JJG of Cyberstorm for that round. And just like that, you know, the hope starts to go dimmer and dimmer for the Cyberstorm side.
Dude, I really feel like I should have heard of JJG before this.
Yeah, with this kind of a performance, you would think so. This
is absolutely insane. This is not somebody who's in their like second season playing main. This is a well-seasoned veteran, man. This is definitely a tough one, and Cyberstorm really need this round. The last round was crucial, but this round is necessary.
Yeah, if we're talking about Cyberstorm on the back foot, this is their back against the wall. And if they can't find this one, I don't know if they're going to be able to carry on with the economy that they have. They're going to be losing the round after, putting Nero Esports at a 14-round total.
I really think they need to play it like a pug. Figure out which site these two best players are on. JJG coming through the smoke. That is insane. Bro. Who does that?
JJG, someone with that level of confidence. And I think you're right. I think they're playing it almost with a little too much respect for their whole team. JJG is earning the respect of these players for all 5 of his squad, when in reality, you know, maybe
just hit the B bomb site. See what happens. You're playing. You've got Crota Beef and JJG both playing on the A bomb site. Thankfully, Crota Beef taken out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they are respecting these guys a little too much. I think you got to worry about JJG, but you know he's playing A.
Oh, and the team kill comes out from Tundra, finding EXO to trade, killing Crackshot. Granted, this is a 2v1, very winnable for Cyberstorm, but I think you're right. I think they're starting to realize that with how easy that was to take B, even with a team kill, they managed to pull it off, and they have a numbers advantage with bomb down.
Yeah, I think they definitely just need to work it until Maz is going to come into a crossfire here that he's not going to like. But
that's good, and that's going to be an M4 recovered.
I think they just need to work the B bomb site until Nero has to respect it more than having those 2 specific players on it.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think if they can figure out these weak points on Nero Esports side, and there definitely are some weak points with Maz, you know, 6 and 15, a couple of other players maybe just not pulling the weight that JJG is pulling. They just need to try something different. Honestly, at the point where, you know, it's a 6-round difference, you're playing on T side, 6 rounds down. Sometimes you gotta say, wait, let's try something. Let's do something different, because evidently what we're doing is not working.
Oh my god.
JJG finding a...
That is insane.
Tundra, man.
That is such an insane response time to react to that.
And just like that, JJG breaks 30 frags with only 11 deaths.
This guy's nuts. This is unreasonable. He hasn't slowed down a bit. Just looking at from a spectator performance, it doesn't look like he's walling, but man, does it feel like it. And he's not. He's not walling. He's not cheating. That's how impressive it is that he's right on, man.
It's nuts, you know. And you know what? Maybe he could have some Taco-esque support on his team that's really providing him information.
These have been unflashed plays, man. Some of those were slow clears through mid. That one was just holding an angle that he had pre-fired before. Crackshot tracking the professor through smoke. This couldn't go any less fortunate.
Yeah, it's a rough spot for these guys to be in. And even against pistols, you know, they're struggling to find these kills, being put into a 2v4.
You know, for a team that barely beat RIT, this is a fucking team to watch, man.
Yeah, this is one hell of a performance.
This is unreasonable. I don't see some of these plays against any team not
Oof.
working. But Nero has been insane.
Yeah, certainly been an outstanding performance from JJG, and I think honestly, with these lighter performances out of his teammates, are all that he needs. Imagine one or two frags out of them, and he can pick up the rest. He's been able to find I don't know how many 3Ks. It's just been talk about lightening the load for a team on one man.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of crucial rounds here in the second half, and I hate to say it again, but the hope is almost lost without this one.
Yeah.
This puts Cyberstorm back at 0, going up against a 14-6. I mean, you're basically slotting yourself into a loss. You're going to match point if you lose this one.
Yeah, the professor already on relatively low health at 38 HP. Does only have a deagle, but it looks like they're trying to find a B hit here. Only smoke is on Tundra, and they're not going to smoke CT, and it pays off, finding 2 frags for CT.
The professor getting gun hungry. It's so unnecessary. It's little mistakes like that
Yeah.
this Nero team has been perfect, and just little slip ups like getting gun hungry towards CT with a quick rotator is enough to throw the game away.
Not to mention, it's not just being gun hungry, it's being gun hungry at the barrel of JJG, who managed to find the professor. Thankfully, Nico P is able to trade him out and end his life in a 3v1
finding another
situation.
one.
That's huge out of Nico P. And just like that, there still is a spark left in the Cyberstorm side. They're not ready to give it up yet.
Yeah, and there it finally was. It was just a very aggro B play. Oh my god.
Man, talk about a consolation for the CTs, finding 2 frags at the end of that round. And AK on EXO would at least be something.
Yeah, the money not great for either side. Cyberstorm should come into this with the better firepower. They should be light utility, so they should just look to execute something fast. But the last thing you want to see is just JJG. Oh no, he's got a scout.
JJG's got a scout. I was gonna say it. Oh no, not like this.
Yeah, this is a dangerous tool in dangerous hands.
I gotta see this.
He gets a tag and the finish. That is insane confidence. To re-peak that against rifles, that is insane pug confidence.
The 2 other players, Maz and Coded Beef on the CT side, were able to find 2 more kills in alt mid, trading each other, making JJG's frag the positive difference, turning this into a 3v2. And the P's are on B site, managing to find Plocky over at Construction, turning this into a 2v2. But it's going to be scrappy with that CZ on Crackshot. There is an AK on JJG.
I like the double peak there. That makes a big difference. They should be well aware of where JJG's coming from now.
Especially with the smoke coming down.
Man, is he capable of still getting it done. You can barely see him, man.
That's huge out of EXO.
Yeah, that's EXO's second smoke drop.
We need those 1v1 clutches.
It's a closer game now, but it doesn't feel close. It doesn't even feel kind of close.
The scoreboard and the closeness of these past couple of rounds does not show how this game has gone, or at least how it's felt as we've continued to dictate it.
No, this has been mind-blowing. And here comes the mid-rush.
I got my eyes on JJG with this P250.
Oh, thankfully it's a quick cleanup. 5 Cyberstorm players alive. 13-9, just a 4-round point differential here. Good lord.
Certainly some confidence going on to this T side. I mean, they do know it's eco frags, but nobody's lost. A little bit of economy continued to develop. And hey, saying, hey guys, we just won, 3 rounds in a row. This game isn't over. We're back to that 6-round difference all of a sudden.
Well, what really has been scaring me is that Nero hasn't had a clean buy. They've been on basically half eco weapons this entire CT half, and it's still been dominant. Cyberstorm's been able to buy up into full AKs more than once, and they're doing enough economic damage that they have to kind of just accept that they're going to have maybe a couple FAMASs here and there. And somehow they're still doing so much damage that Cyberstorm's economy is almost broken. It's one round away from being broken again.
With only one kit right now on the CT side, it makes you wonder if Cyberstorm's clocked this questionable economic decisions being made by Nero Esports and are trying to go for these bomb plants and really play them out.
I wouldn't call them questionable economic decisions. I think they've made for the most part the right calls. I think when you're this close to finishing the game, it's always 16 that's hard to find, right?
Yeah. And JJG finds 2 through the smoke. Die and Exo both go down. What an absurd spray out of him.
Oh my goodness.
That round was swept. I mean,
that's nuts. That should have been a Cyberstorm round without a doubt. They went to the right site. All the timing was theirs.
That was insane. That was, I mean, talk about a one-man, army here with JJG.
It's hard to watch, man.
No, I understand entirely.
You want to be excited for JJG and the way he's playing, but it almost feels wrong. It feels dirty.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't supposed to be happening.
Like, you shouldn't get that. Like, you're thinking to yourself, you shouldn't be able to just run through and spray 2 people through the smoke like that. But then there's Tundra running through his smoke, granted with a flash, finding JJG, making this round, amazingly more winnable. Die finding another can corroded deep. All of a sudden, this round looks extremely winnable with their 2 most competent players down the drain. The Professor does lose his life over on the B-bomb site to crack shot. And there goes Maz finding Exo, dropping the bomb.
He can do a lot of damage here. He could have gotten away with a lot more than that. That was really good positioning. Late round, last person on A site. I don't know if Crackshot goes for this. Once again, the CT economy is basically broken. 2 might be able to buy up upgraded pistols. Little more confidence in that execute. Tundra going as far as pushing all the way into CT and picking up another one.
Yeah, and I think one reoccurring trend that we've seen time and time again is when JJG goes down in those first 45 seconds of the round, that makes all
He barely went down.
Oh,
it was a perfect pop flash into the arch side. And somehow he turned away from it. I don't know. I didn't see that part. I didn't see how he turned away, but that's some sick anti-flash play.
He was flash. In the kill, there was a flash assist. Granted, I don't know how effective.
I didn't see arm up, but either way, very impressive. He did a lot of damage. He put up a fight.
He certainly made those T's question whether it was safe to continue down that path towards the arch side.
But we're still at a 4-round difference. We'll see how far this goes. One
I'm
AK.
happy to see it come back.
Why does Crackshot have the AK?
He's nutty, dude. He's got a crack shot.
Throw that to JJG. Good lord.
Dude. He's that confident, I swear.
And they're only gonna play 1 player B here.
Oh, and here comes JJG finding 1, swinging through the smoke, and he continues to spray. Doesn't look like he's going to find much. Maybe he hit Tundra through the smoke there.
If they turn back towards this B site and they don't get caught off by Plocky, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Plocky.
They've got a better chance in this round, but it is still 5. JJG's going to go through it.
Oh, Tundra finds 1 blind. They do know there's no CT. And JJG does.
Professor's going to get caught off. He's perfect. It's unreasonable.
That's 3 Deagle frags this round from JJG. Not needing that AK. Like I said, managing to pick up a 3K against rifles. That's insane.
Dude, it's like a rank S playing against silvers.
Yeah. It's
He's dry walking smokes. He's flashing through smokes.
And Tundra is found by JJG. Nico P does manage to trade him.
Yeah, there is 1 kid on this, but it's already on the bomb.
Doesn't look like it'll make the difference here. JJG found 4 of the 5 frags that round, 3 of which were met with a deagle. That is insane.
This might be the best player in main. I just watched the players to watch in main. Why isn't this guy on the list? He's at 40 frags in 25 rounds.
Yeah, 40 frags and 17. After 25 rounds, he has managed to keep up an impressive 137 ADR. I mean, he's
He's not playing. He's not playing against scrubs. A lot of these guys are seasoned league veterans. You've got players that have played multiple seasons of advanced on this team, and man, he's treating them like scrubs.
I'm sure part of that definitely has to be a level of momentum. He's rolling into this game. He's performing well, and he's feeling himself. There's a level of confidence and momentum that has to have been helping him early on, but for it to last throughout every round that we've seen, I mean, it's something else.
And it's all quiet on the Western Front right now.
Oh, yeah.
EXO going to boost into this. I don't think Ploki noticed him.
And JJG playing this close angle middle, just waiting for someone to push through, and he does manage to find Die in Boiler just as he peeks. That's something else.
Good lord.
And he falls back to that arch position, just holding for the push, knowing that his players on the A bomb side are going to be safe, and his V players are relatively confident knowing that he's only inches away from that speedway fast rotate.
This guy, he just doesn't miss, man. That's a perfect flash and 2 blind kills
from Plocky and Crackshot, man. Talk about having the game of your life. The bomb is still managing to go down, and they almost caught JJG out with a grenade. Unfortunately, they couldn't, and he finds EXO on the site. Knowing the last starts coughing, Nico P does find the trade. It is a 2v1 in this one.
If there's anybody you want in this situation, it's probably Nicholas. Not even gonna. Oh, it is a fake. He's timing him right now, giving away his position. But the stick comes in.
And that's gonna be like that.
That's gonna be GG's.
That's the game.
That's gonna put
ending with confident 42 kills, I believe it was at the end there. Absolutely
that was an absolute ripping. That was hard to watch. There weren't a lot of mistakes on the Cyberstorm side, but JJG sure made it seem like it, man.
Yeah, I mean, talk about taking those small little errors, maybe out of maybe the professor or someone else, and just snowballing them and finding the cracks. And like you said, there weren't many cracks. It wasn't like the Cyberstorm side played a flawed match, but I mean, it just didn't look like a competition when JJG came and fought. I mean, the level of confidence that he played with was far beyond anyone I've seen face this team. I mean, it seemed like he was just pub stomping. It seemed like he was just, and you know, I'm in a silver match. I know I'm gonna win, so why not just peek this? Like, his level of confidence was insane.
Yeah, let me just read you a couple stats. He had 7 double kills, 3 3Ks, and 3 4Ks.
Jeez, and I mean, and you got to take into account that's not just. I mean, that's good on a normal day. This is against a team. It's like Cyberstorm White. This is against Nico P, against Tundra, against some of these players that we've seen play extraordinarily well and carry quite a high level of skill in many of the matches that they play. So to see such a dominant playing out of one player, you know, to make that kind of a difference makes you wonder just where did this JJG guy come from?
Yeah, that's really impressive. I wish him the best of luck. Hope he has a great season running it the rest of the time, and
if he plays like this, I'm sure he will.
Yeah, it's a very, very impressive performance. We'll see Cyberstorm again if I can bring it up. Let's see here. Do you have the next date?
I don't know when the next match is going to be off the top of my head.
I'm pulling it up right now. We'll see them again on the 16th. I believe that is a Wednesday.
That will be 16th is next Wednesday.
Against Port Mafia, currently 2-0. And that'll be another good matchup. Thank you to everybody that stopped by. We've had a lot of great viewers today. Really appreciate it.
appreciate everybody for coming out. You know, it's been great seeing the stream start to flourish. We peaked in our first match at 22 viewers. I just want to give everybody a big thank you. Thanks for all the follows. Be sure to come back and check out more of the matches. We'll continue to post them on the ESEA forums. So if you're interested in continuing to follow this great team and this great group of guys, come back for the next one.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a good night.
Peace out.